EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on their in-state rivals to the west, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Philly sideline, there's head coach Nick Sirianni. His guys come in on a 2-game skid, hoping to turn things around. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys coming off their byes, so they should be fresh and ready to get after it. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Hurts. His short throw caught by Goddard. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Here's Hurts to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, look at this Steeler defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And you've got to I think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? It gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. They go play action here on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake. Goldstein. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Steelers first down.
On first down, it's goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Let's go. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Looking to throw. Goldstein will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to the ground game here. Goal. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll stick to the ground game with goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and pick up the first with goal. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. Off play action. Goldstein. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down and goal.
Bates' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. And his numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Drake Jackson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. In motion, there goes Bell. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'll be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
60 Bisons.
Gore again here on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Goldstein. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
An 8-yard loss on the
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Goldstein. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Bates' kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? Offenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10.
They'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Drake Jackson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll get this up to about the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches.
Off the bootleg. Goldstein. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Off the play fake. Goldstein. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, right back to Gibson. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Back to throw. Goldstein. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Peterson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Goldstein. Now he'll top. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. Second and long. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that. Things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. He's going to look downfield for Barkley. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A first down carry for Barkley. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And out of bounds right around the 20. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Steelers 6.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Jake Elliott to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And they get him down to now before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Goldstein. quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here's third and a few inches. They'll run with Gibson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now he's going to step up and run. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they go instead with Barkley. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It's week 9 of the regular season, basically the halfway point of the year. So let's get into it. Here are the highlights. Our look around the NFL starts now. In Atlanta, the Falcons at home to take on the LA Rams. And it's Bijan Robinson. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Falcons move their mark to 7-1, looking good as they get the win. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants as they play host to the Minnesota Vikings. And this is Cam Scatterbo. He's got the rock, he's got some room, he's got speed. 39 yards for the touchdown. The Giants trying to make it 5 straight wins, and they're up at the half. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. And here's the Bills wideout. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 52 yards, touchdown. The Bills lead it by a touchdown at the half. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try to do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important. Drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2nd and 6. And it's complete to Mitchell. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A give left for goal. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Goldstein. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be outbounds after getting this one across the 40. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Breaks through the contact. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Hurts going to keep it again. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Drake Jackson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Goldstein. And he will find his man on the outside.
What are you fucking doing?
Gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
What is going on in this game?
Nowadays, the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game.
All fucking game, I'm like, every play, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Catch the ball, but route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Goldstein. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken on the 25. It'll be a 44-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd down and 1. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it. keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never all get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Another carry now for goal. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Goldstein. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's second and 10. Back to throw. Howard. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
Steelers first down. First and 10.
Looking to throw. Howard. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell.
Complete to Adonai Mitchell. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 29, here's second down and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
First and 10 at the 22-yard
Back to throw again. To the right side and complete to Washington. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and...
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them over.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to fall directly to the side. He can't fall fucking forward a little bit. He's going to fall directly to the fucking side. Unbelievable, bro. Fucking unbelievable.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Back to throw. Howard. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They'll try and throw for it. Incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means... And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3.
Eagles 20.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start the drive here with goal. And he'll be brought down here just shy of 45. 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
41-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try it up the gut with goal. And he gets it down to the 32.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Off play action. Howard looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And the touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
And I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
To try here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as we get this to about the 23. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing is Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
12 yards. And the Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
a gain of 30. First down, Eagles.
This short throw caught by Goddard. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Operating from the gun, Howard. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A beautiful fake. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Burt sets up to throw it. He'll get this to Bell. And he's brought down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. 2nd and 6 coming up. He's back to throw. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things up in the final minute. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he returns this to the 22. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. Howard. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
16 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Back to throw. Howard. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On first down, it's goal. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And his kick here is good. And the Steelers have won the game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Pittsburgh, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.